Hello and welcome back for another vlog. I had a subscriber message us and ask us to do a vlog on how to handle best offers. We do not do best offers very often because, I hate to say it, but people can be literally rude. You put something on eBay for $30, they send you an offer of $5. And I don't take the time to do a minimum offer that I will accept. So that's the reason why we don't do them. Now it's the first of the year and I'm doing my quote-unquote flushing. So everything that we have listed has or best offer on it. And usually what I do with those prices is I will up them by 10% and then put or best offer. That kind of counters the money that we're going to lose. So the sale that I had the other day was for a Sony Handycam that I had for many years. And I got everything off the tapes onto my hard drive. So I didn't have a need anymore for it. And I was like, I just want to get it out of my way. So I put it on eBay and I put buy it now or best offer. It was $59.99. And I had one offer of $30. I declined it. I did not send a counter offer or anything. So that same potential buyer sent me another offer of $20. I declined it, didn't put a counter offer. Later on that night, they sent me another offer of $5. And I was like, I'm not putting up with this. So I went on there and blocked that bidder. Because my thought is, if you're going to send someone that low of an offer, you're being a moron. That's just how I look at it. People has no sense when they do stuff like that. So I left it there, and then the next morning somebody paid full price for it. They paid for shipping. Done deal. We got positive feedback off of it. So my idea of best offer is, if you have free shipping, know how much eBay and PayPal fees you're going to have to start with. Then you're going to have to add that. If you're paying for shipping, you're going to have to add that to it. You will also need to know how much it's going to cost for you to ship that item. So you've got to think about, am I willing to let this go for a little nothing, or am I going to stick with buy it now with no best offer or bidding? Once we run an item for 1 week and we get no bids on it, then we'll go to a 30-day buy it now with no offers. But like I say, once a year we will have or best offer, and it's usually around the middle of December that will run to the middle of January. That is the only time of the year that we have that. There may be a few items throughout the year that I have or best offer on, but usually not. And if I get a message saying from another buyer saying, will you accept such and such for this item? And I may consider it, but there is some items that we will not accept best offer on. And if it means holding on to that item for a year, I know eventually somebody's going to pay that price for it. So I stand my ground. I don't come down on my prices. And that's the reason why storage is important also, so you can hang on to that stuff. I don't like hanging on to stuff, but we have some unique items right now listed on eBay that I know we will get full price for it. It's just a matter of time. But the whole thing of best offer is, and what I have found is, if up your price to 10%, that's going to counter the offer that you'll get. So like if you put an item on eBay for $100 and you initially had it for $100 to start with, up your price 10%, because if a potential buyer is going to buy it off you, you're going to be 10% ahead of what you were initially. So when they, like if you have it for $100, say you're going to put it on buy it now best offer for $100, up that 10%, that's $110. Now if someone counters with 90, then you're only out of $10. So originally you're selling it for $100, now you've got an offer for 90. You're not dropping that very much money, so you're not losing that much money. That's what I'm getting at. So if you're putting anything on buy it now, especially buy it now best offer, up the price of your item 10%. We've had some really freaky stuff to happen though. We run our stuff either bidding or buy it now, or buy it now free shipping, bidding free shipping. We had one instance where I think it was bidding. I can't remember, but it was bidding. I'm telling you wrong. It was buy it now. I had buy it now with free shipping. I got a message and the buyer stated, it said, no, it wasn't. I'm telling you wrong. It was a buy it now with buyer pays shipping. So, and then the buyer sent a message and said, will you accept such and such for this? And when I got the message from the buyer, they were paying more for the item on buy it now with free shipping than what they were bidding. And I'm like, or with them paying shipping, and I was like, what? So I don't know if the buyer did not realize that if they see free shipping, they think shipping is free. My husband will be the first one to tell you, there is no true thing as free shipping. And how we know? You work in the freight industry, you will know this, because everything is passed on to the consumer. Companies will up their prices to offset that free shipping. So the customer ended up buying the item and ended up paying, what, $10, $20 more, wasn't it? It was a lot more, and I was like, do they not realize what they're doing? So I didn't say anything, and I was like, well, if they're willing to pay it, then I'm going to ship it. So I accepted the offer, and well, I sent them the offer, they accepted it, and I was like, this can't be real. And I was like, well, you know, maybe that's one of the customers that, and I know I've seen a lot of sellers complain about it, when someone like that wants a deal or something. The buyer gets the product, and all of a sudden they say, well, there's something wrong with it, or blah, blah, blah. They never send the item back, or they want a refund from the seller. I've been seeing some really off-the-wall stuff with buyers here lately. And that's one reason why we stay away from electronics or anything like that that's got moving parts. So we stay to your vintage and antique items, and that's it. We try our best to stay away from anything that has working parts. We're okay with glassware, stuff like that doesn't bother us because we can package it very well. But just some really random stuff that buyers are doing right now. But the whole thing is about buy it now best offer. I'm always leery about that. And yes, at times it causes me more frustration, because I'm like, why in the world would somebody offer $30 on a $59.99 item? I mean, do they walk into Walmart and pick something up and go to the cash register and said, I'll give you $1 for this $3 item? And I told my husband that one day we were walking through Walmart, and something just clicked in my mind. I was like, I wonder if people come to Walmart and say, I'll give you $1 for a $3 item. And he just laughed. I mean, because we think of random stuff like that when we're walking through the store. But, you know, always make sure when you do something like that, even if you offer free shipping on an item, up the price of your items 10%. Because not many customers will see that. But it also helps you as a seller to kind of offset losing money on accepting an offer. So you're not losing that much money because you jacked the price of your item up 10%. So, with that being said, I'm going to close out this vlog. I hope everybody is staying warm, and you got heat tape on your water lines. You've got a backup source for heat in case your electricity goes out. And if you have to travel in this weather, please be safe. Thank you for watching.